Greg Hunter, let's kick it off with you.
Greg Hunter, Blue and Gold News. So Bob, just overall, your thoughts. That one go as you thought. Defensively, you seem to cause a lot of problems for them in terms of turnovers, but overall, did it go about as you thought it would?
Uh, I guess I thought we could throw it close, early, and they did a good job, and we didn't do a very good job, and I was a little concerned about just trying to score all the points from the perimeter. Um, but I think other than that, yeah, I think it did, and then we got Derek got going, and when Derek gets going, he's pretty good.
All right. Our next question comes from Charles Montgomery.
Charles Montgomery with the Daily Athenaeum. Coach, you just mentioned Derek got going in the second half. What did you say to him in the locker room? He struggled in the first half to get him going in the second half.
Well, it really was a matter of mechanics, and he was going too fast. He was excited. He was excited to play in the NCAA tournament. I think all those guys were, and I think I heard Deuce say, it got taken away from him a year ago, and they all look forward to it so much. And I just think he got going way faster than he was capable of handling. And then once he got slowed down, he scored the ball pretty well for us in there.
All right. Our next question comes from Ryan Pritt.
Hey, Ryan Pritt, Charleston Gazette-Mail. Bob, you mentioned, Culver struggling a little bit early. Taz probably didn't score what he usually does, but Jalen Bridges was hitting the shots and all over the glass. Just how big was he for you tonight?
Well, Jalen's been big for us since we made the switch and started playing four perimeter guys. He shot it well. He stretches the defense, and when he's active, he rebounds it really well. I thought he rebounded the defensive end, and he kept some balls alive at the offensive end for us.
Our next question comes from Kevin Kinder.
Kevin Kinder with the Blue and Gold News. Coach, I know it was your plan to try to get up the line, pressure them, make them more uneasy handling the ball. How do you think that worked overall? And was this as much as you have done it in a game this year?
Kevin, I don't know. I'd have to think long and hard. We've played a lot of games. I thought we did a pretty good job. We sometimes you get back cut once, and then you want to get under the guy and make sure you don't get back cut again. But we've got to absorb that with our help. But yeah, I thought it's probably as well as we've played in pressure defense. I think we've played as well or better sometimes when we were playing a matchup. But I thought from a man-to-man standpoint, I thought that's probably as well as we've played.
Cody Nespor with the West Virginia Sports Now. Your question?
Hey, Coach, just the moment after the game when all the players came over and kind of mobbed you, for as long as you've been coaching, what do moments like that mean to you?
Well, I love those guys, and it's gratifying that they can be a part of it. They enjoy it a lot more than I do. But that's, I think that's pretty neat. I think it's, when they have something to look back on and share with whomever, hopefully it's one of the positive things that happen in their athletic career. Took them long enough, though. We took us 3 games to finally get there. But that's, that was their topic of conversation. It wasn't mine, it was theirs. Which kind of tells you what kind of guys we have. We got good guys, got really good guys.
All right. Our next question comes from Michael Kazazza.
Yeah, this is Mike Casazza from 24/7 Sports. Bob, you get the good lead in the first half, and it comes back even. Difference in the second half from building that lead and then being able to expand it and finish the way I'm sure you wanted to.
Well, we didn't create a lot of loose balls during that period, and we gave them step-in shots. You know, it was Eric Martin's scout, and Eric and I talked to him all week about if you give them step-in shots, they're going to make it. I mean, don't think that they're not going to make open shots. And I thought they made some long shots, and I think they made some hard shots. And if you let them take all step-in shots, they're going to make probably all of them, or they probably did make all of them. But I mean, that's scouting, and and Eric did a really good job with it.
Justin Jackson, your question?
Yes, Justin Jackson with the Dominion Post of Morgantown. Coach, you kind of talked about it earlier with the switch to the 4 perimeter guys. I'm kind of wondering though, you know, when they're making shots on the outside, it really truly works the best, doesn't it? When Derek's also contributing on the inside. And I'm kind of thinking about Sunday, you know, going up against that 2-3 zone. It's going to take more than just bombing away from the outside. Derek plays a role in that as well, doesn't he?
A big role.
Yeah.
Plays a huge role in there. They're gonna press out on all those perimeter guys if there's no fear of people scoring it close. And really, when we kind of got it going, Derek got it going. Derek scored it close, where Derek at times and should be very effective. And when he started slowing down, you know, I think it was everybody wanted to play so well because it was the NCAA tournament, you know, and they didn't get to do it a year ago. So, and I think Derek probably as much as anybody.
All right. Our next question comes from Greg Carey.
Greg Carey, West Virginia Metro News. Bob, could you talk about the sequence? I think you guys were up 4 and Deuce got the run out. Obviously, they went to the monitor, ruled a flagrant foul. He ends up scoring, I believe, 6 points in a span of 2 seconds. And you went up 10 from there and, you know, kind of kept the separation on him the rest of the way. Yeah,
that was a big play. That was a big play. But I think, you know, whether it would have ended up being 6 or 3, I think the way we played from there on was pretty good.
All right. Our next question comes from Greg Hunter.
So that was part of Deuce's performance tonight. You've seen him do a lot of good things, but just go into his night tonight. 30 points, 6 assists, no turnovers, 6 rebounds. What'd you think of Deuce's play?
Deuce played great. Deuce played great. I thought he was good defensively. I thought he did a really good job defensively. Kicked a couple balls loose that got runouts for us, and we haven't had a lot of those. You know, we haven't really pressured people to the point that we scored off our defense, and I think Deuce was a big key to that. And then obviously he made shots, and what ended up being a 6-point play was huge for us.
All right. It doesn't seem as though there are any more questions, so that will be it for this press conference. A transcript of the coach's interview will be provided by ASAP Sports and posted along with a recording of this press conference in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at